What do you think? Wealth is evil? You must have been confused or confident in your answer. In fact, your answer just now revealed the essence of your thinking. And you're probably confident in your answer, but you've seen more than just spenders who are always spending money. They spend it on luxury hotels, delicacies, luxury cars, insanely expensive things. You've seen good people. Don't you think all rich people are like that? Although here, the concept of a good person or bad does not fit. Many of us are sure that a lot of people got a lot of money through dishonest means or at a time when money could be shoveled. While this is partially true, it has nothing to do with the person. Money doesn't make people bad or good, it only brings out their essence. Give a good man money, he will become even kinder. Give a bad man, he will become worse. As they say, if you want to know what kind of person is in front of you, then give him money, and by his actions you will see who he is. Many of us have seen advertisements asking for help. It's called charity. I think many of you would like to donate money or have already donated money. However, this does not make you a good person. Why not? Then let me ask you, if one of the evil people who have engaged in crimes decides to clean up his reputation with donations and donates a lot of money, would he really become a better and kinder person? The answer is an emphatic no. People change, but not that fast. In spite of all the conditions, it takes effort to change. Nothing in our world happens at the snap of a finger. I think there are enough bad people in the world who have made money through dishonest means. In the past, they may have engaged in illegal activities or one-word crimes through which they made a fortune. I don't want to say that money made them worse because crimes are not always out of malice. Maybe they weren't bad, but they didn't stay that way. Money didn't change them, but their actions sure did. Nowadays, crimes are just stories. We're really lucky to live in such a peaceful time. The gangsters may not have gotten better, but they've gotten quieter. So don't think there aren't more attacks. You better still be careful. And now I'd like to tell you why money is evil. To begin with, what is evil? In the modern world, we call by this word people who do bad, vicious deeds or just vicious things. And yet the word evil goes far into the bowels of history, but we do not need so deep. I'd rather talk about money. We all know that banknotes or coins are the equivalent of precious metal. The price of money is secured by the gold reserve of the country that produces it. Now let me ask you a question. How long has money existed? I'll give you some time. I think a couple of seconds was enough. The answer is that it has been around for millennia, and during that time money has had many stories, both good and bad. Many people know how hard life used to be for the poor and easy for the rich. It used to be that with money you could buy literally anything, and while the rich were enjoying the benefits of the world, the poor were working hard for food that they didn't even always have enough money for. And over time, societies have branded coins with the word evil. After all, many people have heard stories of rich people who spent money in ways that made them sick. They used the money to buy women, food, staff, vacations, and other things they treated cruelly, and often many could not withstand the pressure and ended badly. Society has perpetuated the view that money is evil, but not specifically money, but what's behind it. And behind them are stories about hunger, war, cruelty, and many other negative events. Now the times are favorable and there is no or almost no such thing. But now another word is popular, envy. Now many young and not young people envy those who have money, and they turn their envy into the word evil, although actually evil people who do not spend money, but people who give them such an assessment. They usually think that these people earn the money the wrong and miserable way, and instead of them, the money should have gone to them. Most rich people are actually not bad people. Some just create a protective image of the villain so that people do not talk bad about them. Agree, not very nice. Every day, to hear about what you are terrible people, only because you have something that others do not have. Such people will not go far, but they have a peculiarity they can stop other people. So if you have such acquaintances, better run away from them as far as possible. And the faster, the better. At the moment, it is still very popular to ask a rich acquaintance to borrow, lend, or give money. And although perhaps now when you watch this video, it sounds ridiculous. Well, these people do exist. They are really very brazen and lazy. Instead of going to work, they just ask rich relatives for money, citing bloodlines and the fact that they are lucky. On a separate note, there are some real, arrogant people who try to push pity. Such people should be driven away. I think you yourself realize that the time of a rich man costs money. So when someone of your rich acquaintances, or just of the rich, a little hard in a firm manner asks him not to interfere or ignores you, you should not get upset. In fact, it is much more difficult for them than for the rest of us. You being a simple person provide only for yourself, and people who earn huge money need to provide not only for themselves, but also for other people who work for them. And when you try to talk to them about nonsense, you just take away their time, which for them is equal to life. I judge by myself. I also very much dislike it when someone takes away my time for nonsense or tries to interfere with me in every possible way, especially when I am busy with important things. Understand, all of us are rich, poor, middle-class people, and we are all human beings. Like you, we want to rest. We don't want to work all the time. We want to eat good food. We want to have a good time, to be with our families. Aren't rich people just like you? If you call them evil, then first think, are you good? So please respect rich people, respect yourself, value your time, and finally understand that money has no emotional coloring. They do not have any miraculous effects. They do not make people good or evil. Money is just a piece of paper to be thrown around. They only show the true essence of a person. It's true that money is just a piece of paper. If you make it your life's goal to earn money, then you are like a paper person. If you think that all people who have money are evil, then most likely you are evil. Because good people don't pay attention to such small things. Many of us may have heard stories about anonymous millionaires or billionaires who donate to charity. And maybe you think it doesn't matter, but it shows real kindness and generosity. Because real kindness doesn't need to be shown, real kindness is not a currency. If you do something in the hope of getting praise for your kindness, you're not doing good. You're selling it. I hope from today's video you learned some valuable lessons for yourself that will ensure you don't get into a situation in the future that will put you in an awkward investment. It may seem strange, but money is really paper, so be more generous and more kind. After all, as long as there are evil and good millionaires in the world, there will never be peace on the planet. What else is money for if not to do good? What do you think about money? Write in the comments. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you soon.